For DRX, much more about that side lane pressure. I feel like a composition, you have to be a lot smarter about how you play it, and that's kind of worrying. I think if you're going into a matchup against Gen.G, and Gen.G have the easier to play composition, easier to hit win cons, that is a little bit concerning.
Knocked him up to the wrong side.
Yeah, now Sponge looking to pick up the Scuttle Crab. Canyon finds him.
Yeah, Canyon gonna go in on this one. Keen is here as well, even though he's really low. Now Sponge gonna take a big shock blast. The flash over the wall should come through eventually, but now flash on into Keen, and it's gonna be Canyon who gets first blood, and the knockback goes on to Rich, and now you've got Chovy here, and UCal can't do anything, and Rich wasn't able to kill Keen either.
And yet Chovy has a 50 CS lead.
How did that happen?
Yeah. That's something, you know, that's something I've said for a while. If you're a Gen.G fan and you only watch Gen.G games, which is, you know, there's a lot of fans who only watch their own team games, it's completely fine. But your opinion of matchups, especially in mid lane, must be so skewed. Kind of like they both farm up, they both become strong. Maybe the better mid laner has more value in team fights, but we don't really see that here. Oh, Keen, a little bit trapped.
Gets the knockback. Canyon's here. The shock blast does miss. Canyon level 6. Now we got to fight down on the bottom side. Duro's still not caring. He's going to hold up the door. Maybe he cares now. And yes, he will. He gets taken down. Just in a straight up 2v2 as well. Now we got to dive up on the top side. Canyon, though, is going to flash. And guess who's here? It's UCal. And eventually should be able to take down Keen.
Wait, I think he gets the execute here.
Really? Might actually just be able to walk it off. Yeah, he gets executed. Now Canyon gonna dash on over. He's got Chovy here.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, that's so sad.
You know, if UCal had his flash from earlier, he would have just killed Keen there outright.
They're just gonna do the grubs.
Oh,
they're just gonna take all three of them.
This doesn't feel good.
I mean, really? I guess with Duro here, yeah. In the 2v2, I think they actually could have tried to fight, but...
That's the thing as well, because he chased Keen for so long, you get 20 extra adaptive force.
Yeah.
And obviously if you have any ways to boost your movement speed, which, you know, Jace does, Ahri does, Lucian does, even Braum does. I mean, Braum's not really going for adaptive force, but...
What do you mean? Q-Max Braum. They're doing damage, man.
It's one of these things where you're just getting, essentially, for 500 gold, you're getting about how much you would spend on that much adaptive force, and you're getting the 10 movement speed. And then anytime, like, if Jace goes through his gate, he gets even more.
Sponge gonna go for the subjugation here, but he is taking a ton of damage anyway. The stun comes out. They're going very deep for this, though, and Sponge lives. And now we have the ult coming out here from Mondale, just trying to peel. Lazyfield getting out as well. A bit of a 1v1 on the top side. UCal versus Canyon. And now Ondale gonna get charmed up. He stuck around for way too long trying to peel for the team. And he is the sacrifice. Will be blue buff on top of it for Gen.G.
Ondale's kind of stuck in the mixer. Braum passive hits, the charm hits. Oh, now look at Chovy. He has no ult.
He does have a blast cone, but there's 3 people around him. Even UCal denies it. He heard me. Yeah, Chovy's just dead. I don't know how he ended up in this spot. They're trying to give the kill over to Sponge, and Chovy will be successful in that. But I mean, still, it's a big shutdown here for the Trundle. Get a POM. Can you blame him?
Actually, if that's his play, smart.
Can you blame him? This is a Xin Zhao, but there are 4 people here engaged from Ondale, but they're going pretty deep for this one into Xin Zhao and Braum, who are not taking damage. Canyon, finally, they get into the circle and they take him out, but look at everybody's health bar. Only Braum is going to go down alongside of it, and now Lazyfield is left alone. He does flash away from this one.
That's substantial. Has picked up the boots of swiftness. If he upgrades that soon, right, he has Phase Rush, he has Ghost Blade, he has the Acceleration Gate. That's a lot of movement speed to give you extra AD. Especially early on, it makes a pretty big difference. Well,
hell yeah. All right, the engage comes in. Canyon, again, the target here. Not sure about that. Ondale already dead. He's just gone, but Duro as well getting low. Chovy, he's got a couple of dashes still left over, although he did take some poke damage from them. Now the re-engage does come in. Sponge gonna put down a pillar, just wants to kill the Drake, but this is so all over the place for DRX. They're killing the Drake there. They're killing, oh no. And no TP comes out here. It's just a full ace as everything goes wrong for DRX. Gen.G just sweep them.
Yeah, I think that's the moment we're waiting for.
What? Yep.
They're just team fighting. They bring the Yorick in just because they want a fist fight.
They didn't have to pick the Rel. They could have picked something else. Could have played Renata or Nico or anything. UCal just being chased down here. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have his Rel Morph, and he's just dead. So, yeah, just face check the bottom tri-brush.
It happened a couple of weeks ago. I flamed Ruler because he walked past the pedal without taking it. And I feel like maybe he heard me, because since then, Gen.G been locked into these pedals. 23 free Atakan is kind of crazy. We don't normally see that many. I feel like teams just don't often prioritize them or pick them up. And now up to 35. The pedals, and you got 8,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, it might have something to do with it. We do have Rich in a bad spot here, gets charmed. He is pretty tanky. He's also going to flash, and he does get away. Duro here, though, as well, so no revenge to be taken by DRX.
Duro has 100 AD. This is a strong brawl. Well, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, Keen has 350. That's a lot more.
Adaptive Force Braum feel.
That's a lot of damage.
Hey, Seraph's Embrace just finished for you, Cal. We're going to have a team fight here. Sponge nearly dies to one phase combo, but the pillar! Oh! He gets the shutdown for LazyFeel. Look at Canyon as well in a really bad spot. Well, I say that. He kills LazyFeel, actually. In goes Chovy. I think Gen.G are definitely having their fun with this one. As the Realm Morph does come in, Chovy now in a 1v3 scenario, and is still going to get the kill.
Still alive!
He still lives! There's just no damage here for the side of DRX, and that is, again, an ace. This time it's not clean as two of them die, but I don't think Gen.G care.
Yeah, I mean, killing Keen at the start of the fight, a pretty good strategy when you're not 10,000 gold down, but unfortunately too far behind, even with the Jace taking off the cards. Chovy just cleans up the fight, doesn't die, keeps getting the resets.
Over to help kill Canyon, and Canyon just one rotation clapped him from half health. LazyFeel's just like, oh, how about a Mountain Soul?
That also does help.
Otacon?
Otacon, contributing factor.
Feature strength?
Yeah, Grubs as well. 40 pedals right now for Gen.G. That's a good amount of adaptive force.
Hey, but Chovy missed his charm.
Duro has 105 AD. You know, I talked about, like, who would win in melee range, Duro or LazyFeel? I think it's still LazyFeel. I hope it's still LazyFeel. That's a strong Braum, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is a buff Braum.
So they're just baiting Baron here. It's still very early as Baron just spawns. And they're just going to look to turn onto Ondil, who says, well, I'm going to press my buttons and hope that somebody saves me. Canyon just frontlining here. Big Braum ultimate on the engage. And now they're not going to get away again as they're all stuck in the circle. And it's just lights out from here. The TP comes in onto the bottom lane. Rich has his head in his hands. It's not a good field, down 14,000 gold, 26 minutes into the game. And yeah, that's game one. Gen.G, pretty good at this game.
Safe to say, I think. I think that's a pretty, you know, we sometimes say some outlandish statements, but I think we're pretty secure in saying that one. Gen.G, you give them an inch, they take 17 miles.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.